let's look at sector area. So the area of a sector is a fraction of the area of a circle. So what we've got here on the left hand side is a circle, and if we wanted to work out the full area of the circle, we would use the following formula. So the area of a circle equals to pi r squared, where r is the radius of the circle. And so let's say we wanted to work out the area of a sector. So just remember that a sector is a portion of a circle enclosed by two radii. So in this case, we've got the center of this circle here, and we've got two radii here. And so we've got the minor sector and the major sector. If we wanted to work out the area of a sector, let's say we had an angle of theta here, then we would use the following formula. In a circle, there are 360 degrees, and this sector takes up theta degrees of the circle. The area of the sector would be given by the following formula. So we would have that sector area is equal to, so we have theta, which is measured in degrees, over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So this fraction, theta over 360, of the area of the circle is represented by the sector area here. Similarly, if we wanted to work out the area of the major sector here in green, then we would just require the angle that is taken up by the sector within the circle, and then we would just use this formula again. Let's look at an example. So the example says work out the sector area to 2 decimal places, and we've got a sector here which would be part of a circle of radius 10 millimeters, and the angle formed by the sector is 35 degrees. So firstly, we would use our formula for sector area. So remember, sector area equals to theta over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So in this case, we first need to identify what theta and r is in our example. So theta in our case is 35 degrees, and r is the radius, which is 10 millimeters. So we have that the sector area is equal to 35 over 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by r squared. So r is 10 millimeters, and so we have 10 squared, and our units, since we've got r times r, 10 millimeters times 10 millimeters, we would have millimeters squared. Area always has squared units. So if we simplify this, 35 over 360 simplifies to 7 over 72, and we multiply this by pi times 10 squared. So 10 squared is 100, and so we're multiplying by 100 pi, and our units are millimeters squared. If we then multiply this out, we have that 7 over 72 times 100 pi is equal to 700 over 72 pi. And so finally, if we put this in a calculator and we round our answer to 2 decimal places, we should find we get a final answer of 30.54 millimeters squared. So that's the area to 2 decimal places of this sector here.